All right, guys. Can you guys hear me out there? Okay. All right. We're back. All right, everybody. Good evening and welcome to the Pulse. We had some big time technical difficulties. All right. I'm going to go ahead and give it a few seconds here. I'm going to check a couple other things. I'm going to go ahead and play one tune real quick and get this stuff sorted out. So bear with me here. All right. Be back momentarily. And thank you for hanging on and being with the Pulse. All right, guys. Are you guys there? I guess I got all sorts of issues going on. Let's just get on with the show, shall we? Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Pulse. We're just gonna kind of go through this. You guys hear me okay? Okay out there? Give me a yes. Give me a sign. Give me something. Okay, good deal. All right. Well, okay. I got all sorts of issues going on. I don't know what's going on. We're just going to go through it and just do what we can. Anyway, good evening. Welcome to the Pulse. Glad to be here. Let me go ahead and open this up too. I got to get all my stuff reloaded here. Poltergeist. Yeah, exactly. Let's I'm actually catching messages here. This is yeah. Let me see here. Here. Let's see if you're able to hear something. Let me do a sound test here off my board. Can you hear this? Give me a yes if you heard that in the background. Okay. All right. Well, let's just go with it then. All right. First of all, let me go ahead and get this. Wow. I got issues. Let's just go with I got issues tonight. And I ain't ever going to get away from this, am I? Let me see. I already got this. I got this. Okay. I think we're loaded and good to go. I just sent an invite out as well. I tell you, see what happens when I let things go for a little while? Okay. You can hear it. I can hear it. Let's get on with the show here. Let me send this out. Okay. Got that done. Got that done. Yeah, that's exactly how I am. All right, let's go ahead and welcome my trusty sidekick to the show. All right, Scott, you got to sing right now, man. Yeah, we got to liven this thing up because I tell you what, I got issues tonight.
Oh man.
I can't win. Can you at least hear your own intro?
Yeah, that's working.
Okay, well, I got that going then. I have no idea. I was just trying to see. I don't know. Blame it on the snow. Yeah, let's do that. I don't know what was going on. My mic went dead. It almost looks like. Matter of fact, I'm just checking right now. It doesn't sound like I'm blowing your eardrums out, right?
It sounds like you're coming in hot, but your master is set at the right level. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Okay, I'm actually doing a little mic tweaking as we're going here.
Yeah. Like your pre needs to come down, your master needs to stay the same, kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm doing. You're my sound guy. How's that? Is that a little better? Is that a little softer?
Yeah, a little less crispy. Yeah.
Okay. No crispy. Let's not go with crispy tonight. Much better. Let me tone it down just a hair more there. How's that? Is that better?
Yeah. You're getting now. You're sounding all smooth.
Am I sounding smooth?
Yeah, it's really smooth. Really. Super, super smooth.
You're killing me, man. All right. Well, I think I got it working now. Anyway, I'm just watching the soundboard right now, and I'm just trying to tweak things around a little bit because it was rocking pretty hard. It came in hot, big time, smooth as peanut butter. I like smooth peanut butter. Hey, you can have that crunchy crap. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a Jif Peter Pan kind of guy. You know, I like that sweet peanut butter. Peanut butter. All right, let's. We're just gonna have a rough night, aren't we?
Yeah,
Is that
no, yeah,
is that the way we're looking tonight?
yeah.
You know,
I think we are. I think you're headed that direction
I'm
already.
heading that way. Let's go with it.
Hey, all peanut butter has nuts in it, you know.
Susie said she likes the nuts. All right. I got nothing. I'm just going to let that one go. That's right. Okay. So much for. All right. Yeah. You want the news? You want the weather, the news? I don't think everyone gives a rat's ass right now. It's cold out and snowing. Anyway, current temperature right now is 16 degrees. We've got a low of 11 tonight. Going into tomorrow, we got a high of 15, low of 9. Supposed to be mostly cloudy with about 25% chance of the white stuff. Going into Friday, high of 15, low of 2. Drop it back down to 20%. Saturday, high of 14, low of 7. Just calling for mostly cloudy. And Sunday, high of 15 with a low of 11. And that's your forecast here for good old Anderson. Welcome to the Pulse here in Anderson. We're coming to you live from downtown Anderson. I got my trusty co-host on, Tucson Scott. All right. Now that I got all that mess out of the way, and I think we're working, kind of. Is it still coming in a little hot? Or are we good?
Yeah, you still have a little bit coming in hot.
Just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
How's that?
Oh,
Is that better?
I think so.
Okay, that should be pretty good right about there. Yeah. Okay, let's just go with it. All right. What's your weather like right there right now?
Let's see. I think we're in the 70s. Let me check.
In the 70s?
No, 65. 65.
65.
So
Okay.
it was 51 this morning. Got up to 79 today.
Oh, okay.
So we're just below the 80-degree mark now.
Right.
Over the next week, we supposedly tomorrow morning is going to be 48, which is like oh my gosh, have to find the snow gear, you know.
Right. Right.
You know? But our high is like today is as high as it's going to get like over the next week. We won't see 80 anymore at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, not even any 80s in the forecast at all. So we're out to that weather where like, you know, people from places like where you live appear here all of a sudden, you know,
Right.
like in golf shorts, right?
Oh my goodness. I'm sending out a link right now. I'm getting actually messages here on the side for the Pulse link because of course I took the show down I don't know how many times, 2 or 3 times in the middle. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that up there right now and get it sent out. Okay. Bingo, there, it's out there. Okay. Now we should be able to get found. Good possibility anyway. Let's see. Okay. All right. So let's get back to the show here. Anyway, got some stuff happening around town. Today is, wow, we're getting close to. We've got Halloween coming up on Monday. We got some trunk or treats going on out there. I'm actually trying to reload that information right now so I can get it out there. Also, Dum, 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 dum. Wow. I just got so many things going right now. I had to shut down everything, Scott. I literally had to shut down, reboot. So everything I had prepped for the show is like missing in action right now. Like totally. So I'm just kind of going with it. Let's see here. Did I lose you too?
Oh no,
Can you
no,
hear me
yeah,
now?
yeah, no, that was me. I
Okay.
was just muted. I didn't. I was.
Don't scare me like that, man. I've already blown this thing up 2 or 3 times right now. I don't need any more. I'm still trying to figure out what the heck was going on with it. I don't know.
You're like a
It
bomb
was
technician over there. You're like,
right.
okay, what happens if I pull the red one? Don't pull the red one. Don't pull
Don't
it. No, I'm gonna pull a red one. It's our only chance.
right. I mean, if we had Roughwood Rick on, I could see that. You know, he'd have his tinfoil hat on and stuff, and we'd be going, music's in the background. You hear that, right?
Yeah.
We got some issues. We got some heavy issues going on. That's all right. We're gonna get it fixed. God, I gotta get rid of that. I couldn't hang anymore. All right, so let's. I don't know where to even go anymore. I just I've kind of lost it. I just talked to. We're gonna have some more guests come on. It's Ghost Gremlins and a few poltergeists. Yeah, it's a Ghost in the Machine. Remember that movie? Wasn't that a
Go.
movie?
Yeah.
Ghost in the Machine. That's a
Yeah.
good possibility. I don't know what. I have no idea. I'm just going with it, and
Here,
I'm lost.
here's my armchair while I sit in Arizona, and just around the block from you.
Yeah,
Um, so there's probably, if you can't play music that's coming off of your PC,
yeah,
most likely one of the things you want to check is your global volume, like your Windows volume. Check your Windows volume and make sure nothing got turned down that shouldn't be turned down. There might be a slider that's for like media or
right.
something like that that's in your global. And if you open up your regular Windows volume, there should be an expansion button that has the rest of them. And you should see like a bunch of different columns that are going up and down,
Right.
going green on you. And if you see one that's kind of maybe low or turned off, that could be it.
Yeah. I don't know. It just kind of freaked out on me all of a sudden, and I got nothing. All I could say is I got nothing. Let me see here. I was trying to see if someone just threw something at me. Um, well, what do we got coming up? We got all sorts of stuff coming up. Well, basically, what do we got? A week and a half before the elections start. Um,
Yep.
I'm just so out of it right now. I just totally got shot down. All my stuff got wiped.
Oh, that just sucks.
Tell me about it, like big time. I was trying to see. Um, yeah, I had all my stuff laid out for all the stuff that's happening this week and next.
Right.
Oh, that was big happenings last night and the night before. Tri Valley, the high school students hosted the debates up there. Quite a
Right.
list.
Right.
Um, like huge list of people that showed up, and included even Sarah Palin, Kelly Teshabaka. I actually got someone doing a write up for me that's going to get me information for next week's show on the stuff that happened and went down. Okay. There's one of them. One of them just got sent over to me. Updated. Wow. Other than all my news, everything just got wiped, and I had it all prepped. It actually takes a long time to prep all that garbage. You know that?
No, I know. Yeah, I know it does.
Okay. one of them that just got resent to me is the trunk or treat over at in Nenana. That's going to happen on Monday, and it's going to be from 4:30 to 6 p.m. at Cog Hills at the store at the parking lot. I think that's their fifth annual. Let me double check here. Yep, fifth annual trunk or treat that's happening in Nenana on Monday the 31st, and it's going to be from 4:30 to 6 p.m. Also, there is a couple more that are happening around town. There's going to be one in Healy. There's actually quite a few going on, but I will have to get that information as it comes because I got to go find it again. It was on there, and then just like the wind, it just blew away, and it's a goner. All right, so the other thing I was going to throw out there was what did happen out there, which was amazing. The Tri-Valley High School government class, they hosted 2 forums. On the 24th was Kelly Teshabaka was there, and Pat Chesbro. And then the House of Representatives, the candidates, let's see, Chris Bai was there. Mary Peltola, she did not show up, but she ended up calling in, I guess, went on Zoom. Then we had Nick Begich there and also Sarah Palin. And that was last night at 6:30. So there was some really cool stuff happening here in the Denali Borough going on. Also, there's still some questions on the open seats that are out there for our local government stuff. And apparently there's not a whole lot been put out. I did see one name that popped out, and everyone else is pretty much, unless they're talking about write-ins, I don't see anything. I haven't seen any of it pop up. Even the write-ins usually throw something out there.
I thought with the new system, you can't do write-ins at this stage.
Well, local stuff you can, from what I think. I don't know. Okay. Oh, Susie just sent me. Awesome. Thank you. Monday, the other trunk or treat is happening in Healy. The Denali Chamber of Commerce usually throws that one out. And it's at a new location this year. It's at the Homestead, and it's going to be happening from 4 to 6 p.m. And that's up there at Healy. Still in need of trunks. Anyone, of course, is welcome to participate, decorate your vehicle, dress up, and pass out candy to the local children. The one-stop shop operation. And if there's any questions on that or anything else, you can actually sign up by going to info@denalichamber.com. All right. Thank you, Susie. That's why we have a good executive producer. Anyway, that got sent over to us. Okay, so tell me what you were thinking about the sign-in stuff.
Oh, for write-ins?
Yeah,
I thought the new system stopped the write-ins at the primary, from how I understood it. I could have read that wrong, but the way that I thought I read it was you can be a write-in at the primary. But that's one thing that's really weird. You know, there's history with people writing in,
right?
During the general, right?
Right.
In Alaska, that's actually, I would say Alaska has more history with that than other states do. Well, this new ranked choice stuff kind of eliminates the possibility of that. What is that?
That's me. And you're right. On the state level, they can't write in after primary.
Wow, you are blowing my ears out there, girl. I think we can hear you just fine.
You're not even talking loud.
All right, so tell me again, Susie. Go ahead. Everyone, welcome Susie, our executive producer. She's helping in the background here, trying to keep this going as I had some major technical difficulties. All right, go ahead, Susie.
Yes, on the state stuff, you can't write in after the primary. Local stuff, you can.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So at least we got that straightened out.
So state and federal would be
Yeah.
no go.
Is no I
And
is
that's
no
the ones
is
that have the ranked choice, which is, I don't know. I'm not digging it.
Well, no one's digging it. It doesn't. I don't think it works for the demographic that's there, especially if the Republicans are going to run multiple people. So
like here?
yeah, all that means is that
Yeah.
whoever runs a second person has half the chance of getting voted.
Right.
I mean,
What are the other
just-
states that are doing this?
they don't do it anymore.
Oh, they threw it out. So there
Right,
was a reason
right.
for it.
Right. I think one of them was, man, you'd have to verify this. I think one of them might have been New Hampshire was doing it.
Let's see.
They
What?
did it, and they did it for a while. Maybe if you figure out which state it was, but stayed up in that area, and eventually their constitution, a judge determined that ranked choice voting was against the constitution of the state because it's not a fair representation of a one-on-one. So one vote
Okay.
per person.
Wow. I think we're the only ones left.
Right. At one point there was maybe, and honestly it's never been big numbers. At one point there was maybe 2 or 3 states that were doing it in the last, say, 30 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys are the only one. Supposedly one of the reasons if you went back before they voted it in, one of the things was, well, the Alaska Party was used to be a powerhouse in the state, and now they don't have a chance because the way that the Republicans and Democrats are all over the place. But I mean, I know that's sort of true. If you're if you're 80, you remember when the Alaska Party was a big deal because it was a big deal in the 60s and in the 70s. You know,
Okay.
like in
Here it is.
the infancy.
Someone just sent me the information. Ranked choice voting is used for state primary, congressional, and presidential elections in Alaska and Maine.
Maine, there it is.
And for local election in more than 20 U.S. cities, including Cambridge, Massachusetts, San Francisco, Oakland, California, Berkeley, California, San Leonardo, California, and Tacoma Park, Maryland.
Well, every time I talk to Alaskans, they're always saying, I wish we could be more like San Francisco.
Not.
You did not just say that.
They're like, I wish we could have the political system like San Francisco.
Right.
Oh, that's why you picked, what's her name? Pelatola?
Yeah. That's gonna go
they're
real well.
They're like Pelosi, Pelatola. Oh, it's kind of like the same thing,
I knew that was coming. That's brutal.
Yeah, it was funny that she was supposed to be there last night, and then when they found out that Sarah Palin was going to be there, then she went by Zoom.
No-showed. Yeah, she no-showed and went by Zoom. That's a
Why? Is Sarah Palin that scary?
Apparently. I guess, Susie, you put that up too. You got information right on the debate Monday and Tuesday at Tri-Valley that Kelly just rocked it, right?
Yeah, she rocked it.
Yeah.
Everybody raved about her.
Yeah.
From all the stuff that I was reading.
Okay. Well, that's cool. I mean, that's just neat that they showed up here in the Denali Borough. That just shows that I guess we mean something.
Yeah, I think it's a good look too.
Yeah.
And they televised it. The news was covering it. It became a big deal.
Yeah. Wow, that's pretty cool.
So if it was being televised as the debate to go to, Pelatola got some real negative publicity from that. I'm assuming.
I would imagine, especially if she didn't. If she didn't show up. I mean, there could be any reasons for that, but You just never know. Let me see. Oh, someone just sent me one more here, and I'm just trying to find out. Let me see.
I know when they put it on Zoom, there were so many people that logged into that it started not letting people in yesterday.
Did it crash it?
Yeah.
And then it showed. There's Kelly there. Sorry about the school. Blah 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 blah. I was trying to see what else was flowing on this. Okay, that's another one that's happening.
Chris Capps had a bunch of stuff on it on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm sure I'll hear more and we'll get some more information on it. I think that's really cool that they
I don't
did
know
that.
about anybody else, but I'm like super tired of political polls calling.
Oh,
I'm getting 10, 15 of them or more a day.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
No, my phone's blowing up, and I'm getting them via text as well.
Yeah, I've gotten some
But the phone calls are nonstop. I've been getting them from 7 in the morning until 9 at night every day.
Wow.
And I keep going, no, I'm tired of answering questions. No.
Well, I just, yeah. No, hello and welcome to the show. I just saw some couple new listeners just jump on. For those that don't know who we are, this is The Pulse. Welcome to The Pulse in Anderson and Nenana. We are in Alaska, up in the interior of Alaska. We've had a lot of new listeners join our show. I think this is like our 125th show, right up in there. I'm counting down to the 150. That's when we'll throw the big hurrah on for it.
Well, 2 years is coming up quick.
It is big time. We also got that's another thing. The robocalls are killing us right now. I think they're pretty much getting everyone. Let me see here. Someone just shot me one more. Wow. Okay. More info that's just coming in right now. What else is hot in the news, Scott? What else you got?
Well, I mean, there's a giant war happening that no one likes to talk about anymore.
Right. That's
and
yeah.
It's accelerating. We have U.S. troops in Romania doing exercises that would prove their worthiness in Ukraine fighting against Russia.
Right. I saw that.
Yeah.
I was just gonna.
Well, we've had Russian fighter jets come over Alaska quite a few times now.
Those are not fighter jets. Those are bombers.
Whatever. Bombers. Thank you.
Yeah. Them things. Matter of fact,
and we've also had, what was it, a couple different boats come over with people asking for political asylum from Russia.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Did you hear about that one?
I find that interesting.
Yeah.
So obviously these bombers that went over, they weren't, I mean, as far as anyone knew, they weren't actually armed. You know, we would have picked that up.
$1 million question.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's the $1 million question.
Well, don't we have technology that tells us if something's hot or not?
I think it's in our backyard.
Right. Like, I believe, no, I think, and I don't think that technology is necessarily like, advanced U.S. technology warfare. I think that's actually a fairly common technology that you can tell when any type of air fleet moves into your airspace, that you can tell if they're armed or not. I mean, all of us have heard of a dude in a Cessna who's probably had, too many, gin and tonics at the local airport, who crossed the line and they scramble freaking armed jets at him.
Dude.
In the middle of the country, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I've heard about him like in weird places, right? Like Indiana or like
oh yeah.
Obviously that person wasn't really a threat, right? But
Right.
like the way that they did the news on those Russian bombers, I mean, they obviously had to know that they were probably like they're either like maybe fuel vehicles or
Right.
something. You
I
know,
Yeah.
think they're testing the waters with myself and just kind of proving the point that they can do it.
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, it's kind of obvious that they can do it. Like if they really wanted to, it's not that
Yeah.
far. I don't
Yeah.
want to sound. I don't want to get into a Sarah Palin joke, but I'm not going to Tina Fey the situation. But
Right.
you know, I don't. I think it's more of a Nenana like kind of like thing, like childish kind of you know you know antics, right?
Yeah.
Well, they're trying to say that the
Shenanigans.
sale wasn't legal and wasn't finished, and they still own Alaska. I mean, there's been a lot of BS
I've heard
and
that.
smack
So
talking.
there's that big city that's and I wish I remember the name of it. There's a pretty big city that's what like a few hundred miles away from the I whatever that strait is it the Bering?
Yeah. The Bering Sea, Bering Straits.
Yeah. So on the other side of that, inland quite a bit, hundreds of miles, there's a huge metropolis. And that mayor has actually said some things like he's actually dug up information from way back when, like in the 1800s, on
Right.
how Alaska is technically Orthodox property. Like this is like something he talks about.
Really?
Yeah.
Like they didn't get enough. Like we didn't get enough vodka in trade, or
No. So like nowadays, and
yeah.
that's where his whole theory falls apart. Nowadays, if there's like, for instance, think about things like the Wailing Wall in Jerusalem or like the Vatican, right? Those
Right.
places obviously have all of these like, I mean, they're real, but they're just sort of like documents or declarations, right? They're like the Wailing Wall will always be here, and it'll be a piece of world history, right? It's part
Yeah.
of a world site, right? That's what he's talking about. He's saying that Alaska has some of the oldest and furthest reaching Russian Orthodox churches, and therefore they should be claimed as a world site, and Russia should be the caretaker.
Oh,
Right?
I know where you're going with this, Susie. You know where I'm
Religious
going with this,
significance.
right?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
down in hello and welcome to the show. Uh, down on the peninsula, there are plenty of towns down there. I've been to a few of them.
Yeah.
Susie, go ahead and name them.
Nenilchik has one.
Oh,
Kenai has one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's quite a few of them.
Nikiski, right? Is that one of them?
No. Let's see, there's Kenai, Nenilchik. I think there's.
I bet you anything.
Islands.
What do they call it? Like we just mentioned it today. I just asked you, did you actually get the day off for Alaska Day? And the and but that day, right? It's basically commemorating when it became a state, right? Or did it commemorate when it became a territory?
Yeah.
Which one?
When we bought it and it was a territory.
Okay.
Right.
So, but it also goes hand in hand with Indigenous People Day.
Right.
Oh,
which is what they call it now. Right. So what they're talking about is like the Russian Orthodox Church. One of the big ones is the Holy Assumption Orthodox Church, also known as the Church of Assumption of the Virgin Mary. It has been there since 1894. And that one's in Kenai. Wow. You know that one.
Yeah.
That's the one on Mission
It's right on the bluff in Old Town Kenai.
Right, correct. Let's see here. The other ones that you said, we've got the one in Kenai. There's the one down in Ninilchik that we talked about. There's actually quite a few. Church. I can actually pull up a list here.
Well, there's a term they use for like that purchase, and it's kind of like funny. It's called like the something blunder, or because it was like
No.
basically, yeah. And the reason why they call it that because like Russia got absolutely like raked over the coals in that deal, right?
No.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
yes. So there's a term that I can't remember what it's called. Like, um, uh, gosh, I'll see if I could like look it up and see if it's, but yeah, it's called like the something blunder or something like that, or like
Really?
basically, yeah, it's basically because the whole world looked at Russia and said, "What are you, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like why would you do that?" Seaward's folly.
Seaward's Folly is what they're calling it, huh? Okay.
Yes. So the Alaska Purchase is
Yeah.
also known as the Seaward's folly. That was like basically think of like the sharp edged media around the time, like
Right.
we'll call it Seaward's folly, the day that like the U.S. basically bought this hugely rich territory for like pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
It's the Louisiana Purchase is kind of like the same storyline. Like
Right.
like who would make such a silly
Right.
negotiation? And it seems like the U.S. is just always there. Yeah,
So,
interesting stuff.
yeah, the other one, the one in the Nelchik that you're talking about, Susie, is the Holy Transfiguration of Our Lord Chapel. It's a Russian Orthodox church in the Nelchik that has been there since 1901.
And there's
So,
a Russian Orthodox church in Juneau.
yep, that's
There's in Soldovia.
um,
There is, let's see, Cordova has one.
Sitka.
Yeah, Sitka's got one. Yep.
Anchorage.
Homer. Yeah, all the way down to the Spit.
Kuziak.
Yeah, there's actually quite a few.
Yeah.
Which one is this one? Evans Island. There's actually one on Evans Island. The Nativity of
there used to be
There's one in Bethel. There's one in Kodiak.
Yeah. So there's quite a few out there. It's not like I mean, just looking at the map alone, I mean, there are tons of them in Alaska. Now they're all in the southern part of Alaska.
Right. It says
no, not so much, because there's like Dillingham. There's out on the western seaboard, on Alaska.
Is there?
Russian Mission, Alaska.
Oh yeah, there is. Okay.
St. George.
Yeah. St. James.
Old Harbor.
Okay. Yeah, but mostly they're south and southwest. Eklutna? Euclidna?
Yeah.
You were going to go for that one, weren't you? Yeah, that's all good.
Yeah, the
Nipascik, Alaska. King Cove. Sandpoint.
There's plenty.
Puna.
We get the point. There's plenty.
Yeah.
She just can't keep going, isn't she, Scott?
Right.
A lot of them were trying to convert indigenous people, Alaska natives. So whether they were natives or Eskimos or whatever, all the different places were where there was populations of natives.
Ah.
Right.
Okay.
And there was even a before the Russians too.
Yeah.
There was Spanish. That's where you get Valdez and Cordova.
Right. Exactly.
And that was early. That was like literally around the time that
Columbus sailed?
No, the U.S. was becoming a country.
Oh, okay.
So late 1700s is when the Spanish were like.
Well, yeah, because the Spanish were running up the west coast.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
They started in South America and just worked their way up.
And from what I
'Cause they tended to
understand,
be that way.
like Sitka was the capital of the territory. It was the
Right.
capital of Russian America, and then the capital of Alaska,
Yeah.
the territory of Alaska.
Right.
Yeah. So for many years, and there was quite a military presence there back then. So yeah, it's kind of neat history.
Yeah. Alaska's got some amazing history. There's a lot
Well, they
more.
used to bring gold out of the Yukon and out of Canada and take it to Sitka to be minted
Oh,
Really?
okay.
back in the day.
Back in the day. Don't they
Yeah.
got a show about that? Isn't
Well-
that Gold Rush? No.
well, like here's even this. The first federal district court in Alaska was in Sitka.
Yeah.
Sitka at one time was the only place where you could find Americans in Alaska. So it was like the only place people flocked to.
Right.
And Alaska never incorporated a city before 1900. So, yeah, interesting.
Well, I guess. There's like I said, there's so much history here. It's just scary. Big time scary. All right, so
Well, and relative to other places, Kenai and the Kenai Peninsula is actually relatively new. It didn't start really getting populated until way into the 1900s.
The Deadliest Catch days. Is that when it got exciting?
No.
oh, that is huge news here. So
Well, see, in the 60s, they actually opened it up to veterans, and if you'd come up, you could get plots of land
and free
and
crab.
homestead. Well, no. And homestead if you were a veteran. And so that's when people really started coming because you could pick up, anything from 40-acre plots all the way up to, it was like 360 acres.
Yeah.
Chunks. Just because you were a veteran and you had to build a structure on it in with the first year. And then continue to improve over time. And they actually have some of the original cabins that were put for people to get the land.
Right.
Like present day Kansas.
Yeah.
I think they do that now.
You're right.
they're like come here and build on this land. They're like, why has no one ever built here before?
Right.
Weather.
It's crap.
Well, they had on Facebook earlier, they were selling off those tracts of land by Nenana.
Yeah.
And the bids came in and they had a list of people who won them.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were selling off land here. So Alaska closed. That's other big news here is the Alaska Department of Fish and Game announced that it was canceling crab season this year.
Oh, yeah.
This is huge. They're talking about the snow crab have disappeared. There's also all sorts of... I was hoping to get Fraley on tonight. I'm sure he's probably going to listen to this later, but I want to talk to him about that. They're talking about where they went as a mystery. They were trying to do, they always do the, just kind of a survey as to the crabs, and they've dropped so low that they're talking. There's all sorts of stuff talk about that the warm water killed them off. That this is huge. This is gonna put.
They should talk to my doctor because he doesn't know where mine went either.
He doesn't.
You can keep your crabs to yourself.
Right. They got cream for that now. Wow, that just turned to a totally different direction. Welcome to Tucson. They're calling. There's so much news out there. They're talking about the crabbers shut down, and that it's facing a biomass disaster. There is so much stuff that is going on right now. I mean, we think about it. There was a little touch of it on the news yesterday on our local news here, and they were talking about it on how it's going to shut down. Some of the crabbers that have been like 5 generations in doing this. Because this is what they wait for every year. How are you supposed to, make a living and do this and that? But we did the same thing with salmon, right? We shut down the salmon. There was all sorts of stuff going on in Alaska right now. What else have they shut down? Oil production. They tried to shut that down. That's another thing I was going to ask you. Scott, did you happen to take a look at Conoco right now?
No, I haven't looked at it recently.
No? Okay. So, other than, no, Scott. Do you know what? 7.6 right now.
What, Doge?
Yes.
Yep. It's on the rise.
Do you think?
Yeah, it was down at 5.9.
I bailed out yesterday at 6.4. I took it and I ran with it. Okay, so let's go to ConocoPhillips real quick. Let's talk about them. Take a wild guess. Don't look, Scott. Just take a wild guess. What are you thinking? What's their stock at right now?
110.
How about 126?
Nice.
And it hit 128. Can you remember about 7 months ago when we could have bought in at 34?
Well, I think we would have to go a little further back than that.
Okay, maybe a little bit farther.
Yeah. You go. Basically, if you bought it 2 years ago, you'd be sitting at about 25% of that current price. You would have easily quadrupled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We scoffed at it when it was in the lows.
Well, yeah, because it was we're just starting out. We're playing with $100 bills, and that was one that was sitting there, and it was like, should we go for it? Is it a little rich for our blood? And we're talking that it was well under $50 at the time.
Right.
And it was always on our list of things that we looked at. So we looked at it literally weekly.
Right, we did.
And it was just like the health of it has never really gone down, but the price definitely got carried away.
Oh, yeah. It hit 128 today. It hit a high of 128 today.
Wow.
That's crazy. I mean, well, it just goes to show they got some stuff booming and getting ready to work here. So we're going to see some major stuff happening with Conoco.
But you know what, the tsunamis and that a few years ago that took out that nuclear plant in Japan?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Don't you think that some of that fallout from that got put in the ocean is finally catching up? With the fish populations, with the crab populations, with other sea life.
That's not necessarily like a far-fetched theory.
No.
Look at the way Chernobyl happened. Chernobyl, when it first happened, there was not much that you could tell it happened. It took years, but a few years after, right? You're talking like between 5 and 10 years later. I mean, then you've got people with third eyeballs and whatever going.
Blinky the three-eyed fish.
Lots of different kinds of cancer. Yeah.
Right. It like took some time to like settle in, and then nowadays it's like they think it's safe, right?
They think, yeah.
They think it's safe, yeah. Because they don't. There's no. It's almost
there's
like
no definitive. Yeah. I mean,
like
if your ears are glowing in the dark, then you got a problem.
I mean, yeah. And going back to that war, I mean, Chernobyl's in Ukraine, not in Russia.
Right.
And they've got both of those countries literally are sending their troops there to hang out.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, cool. I've even been told, me and Brett, we were a fan of the Vostok watch from Russia.
Absolutely.
I have been told that in the early days of people buying those, that if you took them and you took a Geiger counter, the Geiger counter would go off.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Especially the ones you're buying out of the Ukraine. that they have a low amount of radiation.
I'm over here looking at my Vostok going, is it glowing?
No, well, yours wouldn't be because
it would match your Yugo.
Yeah, it's yours. Remember, yours was factory built. Yours is new.
Right.
Yours is a new watch.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, if you buy,
it's amazing, by the way.
Yeah. If you're buying old amphibias or old Komodorskis from like the 70s and 80s, especially from the Ukraine. If you're buying them directly from the Ukraine, they could make a Geiger counter go off, but you have to think about it like we transfer, radiation all the time.
Right.
The problem is being close to a source of it.
Yeah.
It really is. Being that I had a radiation license at one point in my life, I had to learn about how that's transferred, and radiation's really destructive, but at the same time, it completely disappears without a trace. It makes it more nasty, in my opinion, that it disappears.
Yeah.
Because you're like, what happened?
Well, you think about it. What is it? Where is let me see here.
Well, here you talk about radiation.
Yeah.
My daughter, because of having a medical condition when she was little, it was discovered after she was born, had to have X-rays of her wrist, hand and wrist, because of the growth plates, every few months for almost like a 10-year period of time.
Yeah.
And by the time she was in middle school, she had skin cancer on her wrist.
Oh, wow.
And I do believe, because it was that wrist that kept getting X-rayed all the time, that it had something to do with it.
That's a good possibility. Where's let's see here. Oh no, I shouldn't have even looked that up. Let's see. The biggest producer, largest share of uranium from mines, 45% of the world's supply came out of Kazakhstan. Isn't that where Borat's from?
Right.
I mean, I don't know. We stopped mining it, right? Here in the U.S.
Uranium?
Yeah.
No.
I thought we did.
No, we still mine it. It just we don't do it very often.
Oh, okay.
We have your uranium deposits here. Like there's
Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico, Oregon, South Dakota, Texas, Utah, Washington, and Wyoming.
The big one's been the Grand Canyon, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, interesting stuff.
And
definitely.
I thought it came from Uranus.
No, that's where the Klingons are from. Why did you go there? You had to, didn't you?
Yep.
Well, all right. I did not get the show out in time that we were going to have one tonight. I thought we were going to have a few more. I got late on a couple of I had some scheduled guests tonight besides yours, Scott. And I put out because I've got so much stuff going on and it's kind of upside down right now that I didn't get the info out in time. So it's just one of those things tonight. All right. Well, let me see.
If you want, I can send out reminders right now. You never know.
You never know. You can if you like. Yeah. Shoot one out if you want.
Okay.
I was just seeing if I had someone just threw another one out. And another one bites the dust. There it is. Okay.
Well, you know, any way you look at it, war is profitable, and everybody's going to get their hand in the cookie jar eventually.
Well, yeah, we just sent another how many billion over to the Ukraine? Someone's making a profit. It ain't us, though.
Well, they're talking about gathering 250 billion before the end of the year.
Are you kidding me?
No, not at all.
Where are we getting all this money?
We don't have that money. That money's debt.
Right.
That's money that the government has to figure out a way to tax us to repay.
Right.
It's simple as that. Like,
We got people starving in the streets and homeless. Well, let's send $250 billion overseas.
And you wonder why the old bus terminals being inundated with homeless.
Oh, yeah. Forgot to tell you about that, Scott.
what happened with that?
The Fairbanks bus barn. And it was it's been empty for a while. It was lived in by multiples. They moved in.
Oh,
they got kicked out and they tried moving back in again. And they came and got their stuff.
I kid you not. Literally. There had to have been 20 plus in the new office. I got
and
nothing.
Hey, instead of turning the thermostat up, what did we do? We pulled out a file cabinet drawer and started our own fire.
They started a fire in one of the file cabinets. The power is on there.
Oh.
Yeah. Could have turned up the heaters. It was not a hard decision. But I rather light a fire in one of the offices in a file cabinet, because that way if the whole place goes up, it'll be less alarming than turning up the thermostat. I got nothing. I could tell you that.
You can't be homeless in Alaska. That doesn't work.
No, it doesn't. It's a summer home.
you gotta figure out. Right. You gotta figure out a way. And
I'm surprised they didn't do like that movie Where the Heart Is and go live in Walmart.
Well, you never know. There's, you know what? That's what's funny is I gotta contribute a lot of the ones that have come here that think they could make it of watching too many reality shows. You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah. I mean, they watch these reality shows of, they're living in the bush and this and that, and then don't realize that, they're a mile away from a Walmart. You know what I mean?
Right.
5 minutes from Safeway. Yeah.
We're building a cabin out in the bush, and the highway's a half a mile away. Anyway, just kind of go with it. Let me see here.
I've got someone who might join.
Do you?
Yeah. I just got a message right now.
Is it a he or a she?
It's a she, actually.
Oh, okay.
The other one's out shopping.
The other one's out shopping? I hope he listens to the show tonight. If you're out shopping, wait a sec. Is he at IKEA?
No. He said he had to buy a cat carrier.
A cat carrier. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's not at IKEA, my favorite place to shop, where you buy a bunch of shit and then take it home and have to put it together. I always enjoy that.
Right.
I ever tell you stories about that? Susie, have you ever shopped at IKEA?
No.
No? Good.
No.
You're not.
They've got meatballs. That's
It
it.
gives new meaning to some assembly required.
Oh,
That much I
absolutely.
do know.
Oh yeah.
There,
Oh yeah.
it's if you have a need for furniture that just sits there and no one touches it, then it's the perfect place to go to. And
Right.
I'm not
You leave
actually
it in the box and sit on it.
right. I'm not dogging it. It's like if you need cabinets and stuff like that, that just like,
Yeah.
oh, I need a cabinet for books or like
Yeah.
that's fine to buy there. Art,
Oh yeah.
like cheap
Yeah.
art. If you need to like throw art all over walls in a house, like great place to go. They always have really cool stuff.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
but
Don't decorate an office with it.
but don't buy their couches. Don't buy their beds.
No.
Right? Don't buy their dressers, like stuff that you're going to use daily, like that.
Yeah.
Uh, I've known some people, and just because of the type of work I do, that have bought IKEA like desk.
Right.
They have a super professional level series that's really good. But
Yeah.
I mean, for the most part, like I said, I mean, beyond the meatballs, you go there, you go
Right.
look at the stuff, you pull your tickets, and then you
Yeah.
go eat some meatballs, and then you throw away your tickets as you walk out the door. Like,
Yeah.
like that's usually how it is.
Right.
Like most people get caught up on like fun shaped ice cube trays and stuff like that. They have really neat lamps, right?
Yeah.
That's probably another.
Yeah, no, there is some neat stuff there. I had someone say, hey, I'd like to decorate the new office, and I said, go ahead and order the stuff for it, and it all showed up in boxes and boxes and boxes of it. And I'm like, I looked at it and I go, not me, not happening. I had my managers putting that stuff together. I had drivers putting it together. I was like, oh no. Hey, I see someone join the show. Hey, welcome to the show. I see you threw out a little smiley face. You know what I should do, Scott? Should I play that little clip right now?
You can.
Can I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and play this little clip for who just joined the show right now. First of all, you can hear me okay, right? I know who joined the show. Go ahead and just give me a yes in the chat box or another smiley face. Okay, let's see. Yes, I'm talking to you. Don't be scared. Don't be shy. Maybe? Come on.
Maybe.
You're welcome to put something in the chat box. I see your little smiley face, the first one. Go ahead and throw another one in there for me so I can know you can hear me okay.
Let's see.
There may be a little bit of a delay.
Could be.
Let's see. I'm going to have to start playing the theme to Jeopardy here in a minute. Dun, dun,
No,
dun.
Jaws.
Jaws. How you do that? Should I go ahead and play it and see if I get any spark out of it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and play this for you for who joined the show. I see who you are. Let's go ahead and play this and see if this gets a little smile out of her. What do you think, Scott?
Yeah. Did you send her a request?
No. You know what? I could.
Yeah,
Let me see here. Let me go ahead.
She'll talk.
Everyone's probably sitting there wondering, what is he talking about? Okay, I just sent a request out. You're welcome to join online here. You're welcome to join us here. Maybe. I may have scared her.
Yeah.
Don't worry, this is just live air. It's all good. Oh, I did send an invite to let you know. We'll see if we get anything back. But I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag, Scott. I rather just, it's got to happen. When it happens, you just go with it from there. That's just part of being a host, right?
Right.
Let me see here. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Too much fun, definitely. Hey, that was a pretty good intro. I think I recorded. What do you think, Scott? Did that hit right away?
You could have done the chorus.
I was going to. I try and keep the intros about 30 seconds, though. Just so that they kind of fade out. Just
Yeah.
I try and hang on to them just right. Hey, I got a song we can play. You know what the best song in the world is? Sorry, Maddie.
This town needs an enemy.
Well, that ain't it. All right. Let's see here. I think she just tried to connect right now, but she may have hit.
I can see her on there.
Can you?
Yeah.
I can see her on there, but she's.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. Let's see here. Yes, maybe. Let me send one more here. I'll invite. Okay, here you go. I sent you an invite, and let's see. It's actually showing.
It shows live. It may be a technical difficulty.
Yeah, I think it maybe.
It could be like what I have with like if she has like a Samsung phone or something, you're gonna need a DAC.
Oh, I never even thought about that.
So I don't know. I don't know that. I'm just that's my issue. I'm just.
What is that your?
That's one of many issues, right?
Right.
Yeah. Right. One of the many issues.
We got someone else who jumped on. Hello, Boogie.
How we doing, man?
It's messing. Hello, Boogie. What's happening? Hi, I see you too. I was actually trying to get someone else on the air at the same time. I do see you. Let me finish.
No bueno, senor.
It's no bueno. It's no boogie.
No, it's okay. Do what you do, brother.
I was like, hey, Boogie's gonna be the host tonight.
No, not me.
No, not ye. How you been, Boogie?
Ah, man, I've been great. Been good. Life's been hell, and living the American dream.
About normal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing you can hope for is maybe a new dumpster, right?
Oh, man, you just got to remember to bring my oven mitts. Sometimes I forget. Only wear one, so it's only half gay.
Scott, I just getting ready to lose shit. Susie's got nothing. She's being all quiet.
That's the way it is. I'm a fucking farmer now. That's super exciting.
You're a farmer?
Yeah. And,
Did you go get a pet sheep?
Susie just broke up, but she just asked, did you hear what she said?
I heard something.
Did you go out and get a pet sheep?
No, not yet. Not
Boogie,
yet.
What are you farming? Hello, welcome to the show.
No, I work in a wonderful place.
Yeah. Who's making a cocktail in the background?
We make feed and grain for the animals.
Oh, okay.
And we take in harvest and things like that, and so I'm a damn farmer now. I went to school to be a chef, so used to cooking.
Right. Well, and naturally, it turned you into a cabinet maker.
Yeah. Right. Just hands-on, a butcher, and now I'm full circle. I used to cook them, cut them. Now I feed them. I mean, if Jeffrey Dahmer had the same attitude,
you're ready for the end of the world now. You can do all of it.
I know.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
Other big news. I had court yesterday.
Really? And you're talking with us today, so you did good. You held your tongue.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a paternity situation.
Right.
And I was so happy to see the look on the woman's face when I already knew that I was not the father.
Oh, you got to have a Maury Povich.
I was just going to say that.
Baby daddy.
Do it.
Yeah, it was dope. It was so gratifying and so exciting, and I'd already known it. And it's just, haven't you been dragging me through hell, woman, for the past year? Here we are today. You got your day in court. You petitioned it. Here I am.
Oh, man. A farmer. Here you are. Just a farmer.
Just a farmer.
Well, congratulations.
Yes.
Scott, got anything?
No, I don't.
Well, that's a good day. Okay.
Did they lower the disco ball though? When they?
I wish. No, I did bring things to the courtroom.
You didn't bring poppers, did you?
No,
celebration poppers.
Not allowed. Cops were looking at me all strange, like I was gonna start some shit. And I'm like, no, I'm good. Like, she had made me this like little like for Father's Day. Mm-hmm. She made me this little like painting with the kids' like feet and hands on it and said Happy Father's Day.
Was it being mean or was it just trying to
be honest?
Okay.
Because she didn't. I thought I was a father. I was pretty sure I was a father. And this and that and the other. And
this has been the whole thing over the last year that you've been going through.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Pardon my language. It's been a hell of a nightmare.
Wow. Okay.
And so I took these things to court, sonogram pictures. Little footprints from the birth. Yeah. And at the end of it all, the judge was like, do you have anything to say, Miss whatever her name is? And she said no. And she came to me and said, do you have anything to say, Mr. Moss? I said, yes, I do. I have these items that I need to return to her because they belong to the real father. Mic drop. Yeah.
Wow.
And
well, I hope the young person does get.
I feel so bad for that child.
Yeah. I could imagine. I know you. I wasn't
took care of it as my own for 3 months.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
Changing diapers, feeding.
Yeah.
Going through the bullshit, going to doctors because she had. Yeah. And what a nightmare is over.
Yeah.
So, and it's a good thing. So let's not bring the show down, brother. Let's raise it up.
All right. By the way, someone escaped. I don't know who was making a cocktail in the background.
I don't know.
That just said it all right there. I'm hearing ice falling in a glass. I'm hearing.
I'm making ice.
I'm making. Well, Boogie, I'm glad you're having a good day.
Oh, yeah, it's all right.
It's a good
just
day.
Back to work. I got off work, went to court, went back to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, win.
Are you getting any of that winter stuff yet?
Oh, yeah. We got some about a week ago. It's supposed to be in like the 60s this weekend.
Yeah.
Not this past Monday, but the Monday prior, we were in the 30s. We're getting all the crap, the slush, snow.
Okay. Well, of course, our winter has started.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It started the first week of October. And last year, I was actually talking to someone today, and ours actually started in September last year.
Oh.
Yeah, it was the last week of September. Matter of fact, I should remember that because, Scott, what did I win last year? I won the bet, right? Didn't I win the snow bet with you?
What snow bet?
When it was going to snow, or was that the year before?
I think I know what you're talking about now. I actually think it was. I don't think we did that last year.
Oh, okay.
Because it was weird because
because last year when he came, right around his birthday and mine,
yeah,
it was snowing when he was here.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. Well, interesting.
Now, as far as snow bets go around here, like I always do, and I've lived here my entire life, Central Indiana.
Right.
And I'm always like, you guys, the snow is not over. It's a little bit warm, but we get into like April and then we get into May. I'm like, no. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like I always call, like this year, it's too early to tell yet because I haven't seen the weather pattern. Looked at the maps and things like that, but I'm always within. Like, oh, finally, winter's over. I'm like, no, it's not. We're going to get about 6 inches, 2 to 6 inches in the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
By the end of the season.
I see you, Miss Arita. I have you. I just saw you. I just sent you a request, by the way. Maybe you'll be able to get on with us.
Hey, all you guys, and not be a like pompous prick, throw me a follow because I got wiped clean. So
I tried. Hang on one second here, Scott. I just sent you. Okay, Scott just went quiet for a minute here, so he's probably trying to fix it.
I'm here. I was just following Boogie Nights.
Okay. I sent Mr. Rita, I sent you an invite, and what you can do is go ahead and accept that, and hopefully you got earbuds on or something like that, and you'll be able to talk to us here.
I see you there.
I think it's okay. It shows that she's on, but then it drops right back off again.
Yeah, now it's just like she's on the panel. Now she's back on.
I don't know. I think it's a technical difficulty. Yeah, hello, and welcome to the show.
I think the mic might not work.
Right. You'll have to work with that with her so we can get her on the show.
Yeah.
All right. Well, like I said, we've got what else is? Let me see here. Someone just shot me something else here. Is it really that? How many days away are we?
What, Christmas? Are you talking about Christmas? Please.
No. Someone just asked me about. I'll put
found the perfect stocking stuffers for Christmas.
Oh, absolutely.
Meet me behind the dumpster.
All right. Someone just called in. Let me go ahead. I opened the line for you. There's a new caller calling in. Hello, Carlos, and welcome to the show. Maybe. Possibly. Go ahead. You're live. I think we may have lost him too.
Deaf. Bad noise.
It shows that he's on there. Unmute your microphone. Let's try that one. I think we've just been Boogie. I started out with the most.
You're just really scary today.
Apparently, I am
frightening people away.
I haven't even begun to frighten.
If it wasn't for Boogie, everybody
Boogie,
would be running.
I started off with tech problems like beyond compare tonight on the show.
Well, I apologize. Did I do something wrong?
No, nothing.
No,
You
it wasn't
did.
you.
I just had mega issues. The board quit. My board quit working. My mic dropped. No pun intended.
Oh,
It was the sound of silence for the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, there was. I had dead air for like 2 minutes. I had to reload and blah blah blah.
Sounds like my sex life. You know,
oven mitt.
Oh my gosh.
Off. That's what he said.
Right off. Don't that burn?
Off. You know, it only.
Scott got that one.
Wearing socks, don't.
If you're wearing socks, don't look him in the eye,
right? Remember, don't look him in the eye and don't take socks off.
Right. Boogie's new hit single just started playing. Here you go.
It's raining men.
Hallelujah. You should rename it Dumpster Juice.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, Boogie. I had to throw that one out there.
No, I love it, man.
You just invited it.
No, I love it. Oh.
Well, ouch. Big time ouch. Well,
ow.
You know what's funny is it kind of flurried around here. And I don't mean prancing around, Boogie. A little. we had a little bit of snow falling here in Anderson, but Susie was in Healy all day, and it got hammered out there.
But we did last week too when it snowed. We got like 10 times as much over in the next town as you did here.
Yeah. I mean,
if there's flurries up your nose, it makes it a lot easier.
You know what? Someone.
Anyway, good morning, Vietnam.
Make a tissue dance. Put a little boogie in it.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Okay, Arita, I see that. I have a problem with my microphone, but I hear you guys. Good. Well, we'll get it fixed up because I'd love to have you on the show and talk away. Okay, and I just got a message. Okay, let me shoot this out. Okay, that's just another message. I got stuff. Does that mean I got to go plow tomorrow?
Probably.
Odds are you got to go work.
Man, I do work.
No, I'm not saying you don't.
No, she's a slave driver. I mean, I got to work. I have to work. Do you know what I do now?
And how many days are you taking off next week?
I can't help that. That's a must.
Yeah,
what's going on with that?
No, I actually have what are they calling it?
A workshop for the school board members from across the state.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that'd be pretty neat. I'm looking forward to it.
A rendezvous.
Dude, free donuts. Free like quiche at some point in time.
Right, quiche. No, I'm actually really looking forward to it. It's a conference. It's a school board conference put on by the State Board of Learning.
Education.
Got some workshops. Education.
They're gonna have water and coffee. Hope you're ready for that. Smoke.
No. Let's see. I plan on.
I mean,
yeah. There's
teachers do. I mean, I only know a few.
How'd that work out?
You could,
well, they met me someplace, we like to call the dumpster.
Right.
How do you think I graduated high school? Come on.
Hello and welcome to the show.
It wasn't making things in shop class. I guarantee that.
Well, I made something in shop class, but it was...
Was there oven involved?
There were some types of gloves. Let's just say the gloves were off.
Oh, jeez.
I just snorted my drink. It's just wrong. Oh, I was gonna.
An A is an A.
An A's an A.
You could send another request out.
Okay,
To her. She tried to reload everything.
I would, but she is now. Let me. Okay, I just sent it out.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see if see it comes back. Okay, so we got. Someone just said, "How's that baseball going?" I'm going. I am glad I'm not. I know I'm not a Yankee friend.
Yeah.
Wow.
Both championship series were a blowout.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, go Phillies. We did our picks already, right, Scott?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. I mean,
as soon as the game ended.
exactly. I took
Hey guys,
the Cinderella.
I got to mute for a moment and
Okay.
take a, you know,
Go do what you need.
Yeah.
No, we save that for Roughwoods Rick. Anyway, yeah, we had
wear gloves.
wear gloves.
As it were, the mitts are off.
Oh, God. So what were we talking about? Back to baseball. What an interesting postseason we had.
Mm-hmm.
It was very interesting. I mean, how about the Padres taking out the Dodgers? That was a start, right? I mean, wow.
That was some good games though, but they just walked all over them.
Yeah, I would have loved to see the Padres move on. In your heart, you know you would have too, Scott.
Oh yeah.
If it wasn't for the fact that they're in the same category, it would have been fun to see the Padres and the Phillies go against each other like that. In the World Series.
Yeah, I would see that. I took the Phillies. I'm looking at the Cinderella story. I'd love to see them. Granted, we both took Houston on the last shot, Scott.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt. I gotta drop off. I got a phone call that I have to take. You
do it to
on every Wednesday?
Yep, Wednesday at 6:30, Alaska time. All right. That's all right. I'm going to be moving shortly here anyway. We're running out of time here.
All right. Hey everybody, take care. All fun jokes and everything aside. I fucking love you guys. Pardon my language.
No, thank you.
Back around.
Thank you. Congratulations again.
Yeah.
No, it is a congratulations and it is a heartbreak all at the same time.
Yeah. That's what I knew you were feeling, and I know exactly how you are. Boogie, it was great having you on. Look forward to talking to you again. All right, my brother?
All right, man. I'll be
all right.
All right. I'll be back more in tune.
So, okay. Take care.
Everybody, take care. Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye-bye. Bye.
All right. Thank you, Boogie, for joining the show. Always appreciate it. We were just, I'm pretty much going to wind this thing down anyway. Well, what are you thinking, Scott? What's going to happen World Series Friday night, right? We're starting it.
Well, I mean, Vegas has obviously got the more obvious pick. They're just picking Houston.
Right.
But
you picked Houston.
I did. It kind of is kind of like the not too thinking too deep pick, right?
Right. Right.
But the Phillies, I mean, they've got momentum behind them.
Right.
So, and yeah, I mean, we both, like I said, the championship series, both the teams, the Phillies and Houston, they just destroyed the other team. They're like, nope, you're not coming.
Right. Yeah.
You're left behind at this point. So
Start spreading the news. They're leaving today. I was actually happy to see. I mean, we always see, who do we always see in the World Series, or even in postseason wild card? You always see the Yankees. You always see Houston. You always see. You know what I mean? I really wish the Mariners would have did something this year. I think they just caught themselves in a spot to where they couldn't get off the bench hard enough. It was a great season for them. It was. It wasn't the worst season in the world for the Mariners. I gotta say, I look forward to seeing them again every year. That surprises me just a little bit more, and I think they're maybe starting to find their groove a little. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see them in the World Series next year. I think they're finding their spot. You know, I think as long as they can keep, we're not talking. These are not power. How do you call it? Maybe power baseball teams. Unlimited money, unlimited caps. You know what I mean?
Houston is sort of. Houston has actual earned money. They've been a postseason team for
4 years
now. Yeah,
it's fifth year, 4 or 5. Yeah,
yeah, they've been a postseason team. Every time you get to the postseason, you sell jerseys, you sell hats.
Right.
You get to pay for more expensive baseball players. They're not the Dodgers, they're not the Yankees. They just don't get money just because.
Right. Yeah.
So,
they're not a bought team.
No, not at all.
No.
And the Phillies are the same way. I mean, the Phillies, they put all of their hard-earned money into one particular player.
Right. And make the rest gel. And they were so much fun to watch this year. Because whether they had a hardship in the game or not, they still had smiles on their faces and they were playing the game. Right. That's what made it so exciting. They were playing the game and they were enjoying it. And you didn't see them beating each other up in the dugout. You didn't see, they're a players' team. If anyone should win the World Series, I wish them all the best of luck. Not to mention it would zero ourselves out eventually. You know what I mean? You're up $5 on me this year.
Yeah, well, it's $5 is basically like,
yeah,
nothing.
Right.
You could easily dig yourself out and win, right?
Right.
You got a possibility of a $15 positive. I have a possibility of a $25 positive, but that's saying that our teams sweep each other. So
right.
we're pretty much at zero here.
Right. Right. Absolutely. I'm happy with the outlook. Last year, I ran with it pretty good last year. Last year was a good year for me for my picks.
Right.
And this year was a good year for my picks. A lot of the games I lost in series runs of just minute stuff.
Right.
It could have went either way. But I am definitely looking forward to baseball on Friday. All right, let me see here. I'm going to go ahead and wind this thing down for the night. Believe it or not, I still have some stuff to do tonight. Yeah. Let me see if we got anything else. Anything else you guys like to throw out on the air while we got a few minutes here? Oh, Susie, don't let me forget. Sunday, right? Sunday after service. Sunday. Is that better? Yeah. Anderson Community Church is going to be having a potluck after the service at 2 p.m. Service is at 1 p.m. Potluck will be at 2 p.m. And looking forward to that. Also, the skate night was awesome to have. We had some pretty cool, lots of fun at skate night, which we'll talk about more next week because I plan on trying to get another one planned here and get some more roller skating in. I was, I was really happy with that. How about you, Susie? That turned out good?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a good turnout and a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Okay, with that, I'm going to go ahead and wind this thing down for the night. If you guys got nothing else to throw out, I'll go ahead and throw out my little spiel here, and we'll call it good.
All right,
I'm-
sounds good.
I'm
You
good.
guys good? You guys are good? All right. First of all, I want to thank all my guests who joined the show tonight. My co-host, Tucson Scott, out there in his Speedos and cowboy boots. You know I was going to tag you, didn't you? You couldn't help it. Anyway, the Pulse in Nenana, Anderson and Nenana. Our shows are Wednesday night, 6:30 p.m. Alaska time. Please join us next Wednesday at 6:30. Also, make sure you follow us here on Podbean. That way you know. And also, you're welcome to join our Facebook page at The Pulse in Anderson and Nenana. And you can find that on Facebook. And that'll give you all the updates as well as to what's going on. With that, I just want to say thank you all for the support here. It's good to be back. I was off for a few weeks and, you know what, had a great time on vacation and doing some road stuff. And let's see here. Make sure no one's shooting me any messages here on the side before I close this thing down for the night. All right. Nope, that'll do it. So next week, Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Alaska time. Look forward to seeing you all again. One thing I could say out there, please be kind out there. You just never know what good it could do for someone. With that, I also got one more tune I will play for you on the way out. And this is Denali Burrow Brett, and I am signing off. Good night, all. See you all next week.